Hello everyone, here we are coming to you from the very center of the metaverse to introduce the most anticipated virtual horse race of the season, the Third Time Invitational. Now, I'm your host, Ian Cummings. I'm the CEO of Third Time, the development studio behind Photo Finish Live. I'm here today with my partner in crime, our community manager, Mr. Phib Newton.
Thank you, Ian. It's fantastic to be here with you today, and I gotta say, it's just a beautiful day to make history.
It sure is. On behalf of the entire team here at Third Time, we welcome you to the very first high-stakes invitational in the world of our virtual horse racing game, Photo Finish Live. Now, Phib, what is this race all about?
Well, Ian, today we're hosting the very first publicly broadcasted real money race in the world of Photo Finish Live, and we didn't skimp on the purse for our debut. We're racing for $20,000 today, which is just a ridiculously huge purse, isn't it? Generously brought to you by our sponsor, Raydium. Competing for the podium today are 8 of the brightest, most renowned personalities on the internet, and of course, they're the owners of some of the most impressive racehorses ever to run the digital turf of the Third Time Raceway.
That's right, Phib. Today's purse divided up amongst the 8 via a traditional format in which even the last place is going to get 1% for even trying. So $12,000 USDC will go to the winner, $4,200 to second, $2,100 to third, $900 to fourth, and then $200 apiece to the rest of the field. So how long are they running today, Phib?
So today, our participants will see their horses race across a grueling 11 furlongs, which, for you, those not familiar with furlongs, 1 3/8 miles. And that's for a chance to win the grand prize, not to mention the glory. This is the first real money race in Photo Finish Live, which is, I must say, the most authentic digital horse racing platform in the world.
That is accurate, isn't it? Thanks, Phib. Now, let's get to know some of these 8 competitors. So first up, wearing the number 1, is Report to the Dance Floor. Looking ready to fly in that electric pink and black, trademark colors of a horse belonging to the one and only Justin Kan. Now, Justin Kan is an extremely experienced entrepreneur. He founded Twitch, sold it to Amazon. Now, Phib, do you think that kind of success will transfer to the racetrack?
I mean, it can't hurt. Seems like it. Probably.
Okay, insightful. Second, lined up in the gate there is Balrog. This colt belongs to the ruthlessly profitable trader SZ. He's shown an uncanny ability to make money in any market condition. Do we think this skill actually extends into choosing horses to race?
I don't see why it wouldn't.
Brilliant. Okay, next up, Linkstud, promising newcomer. He's in the 3 position. He's owned by Web3 evangelist, venture capitalist, Mr. Mike Dudas. Mike's ability to pick winners really isn't a question, but will it be enough to succeed and take home the top spot today?
Yeah, perhaps, but isn't Mike an investor in Third Time? Isn't that like a conflict of interest?
Now, wearing the number 4 and looking coldly composed in his light blue silks is Icicle. He's owned by Ice Knife, the poster boy of Solana NFT enthusiasts. He's a former Call of Duty professional. I used to play that game. I sucked at it. Now, we've watched Ice grow his following to, well past 250,000 followers. What do you think his secret is, Phib?
I think Ice has reached an enlightened state of shitposting, and he just will effortlessly shitpost at probably any time of day that you check the timeline. Most recently, I think that I saw him posting about having sex in the metaverse.
Maybe a family show before, but we've blown past that now. Now, Phib, it looks like Iced, the said metaverse fornicator, is actually available on the line, ready to chat with us.
Icicle will be racing from the 3 today, favored by our odds makers at 3-1. Iced, how do you anticipate Icicle is going to perform out there today?
You know what? I mean, the 3-1 odds kind of put me off guard. I don't know if I should really be that high, but I hope it'll be well. I don't have much, if any, experience in horse racing games, so you know what? I'm here to have fun, not really to, hopefully win, but I don't know. It could go either way.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe part of the reason his odds are 3-1, he's known as one of the most consistent horses in the field today. And speaking of consistency, Iced, you are one of the most consistent voices in the Solana NFT space, bar none. It's kind of hard to even scroll Twitter without seeing your fine work. What would you say it is about this space that's inspired you to put so much of your time into it?
I think that the space has changed so many lives, and that's really inspiring to me, especially like if you live in less fortunate countries. The opportunities in Web3 are, really, really great.
Yeah, they're pretty. They have dramatic potential, we can
For
say.
sure. Absolutely.
Well, so that's wonderful, man. Well, so despite your often ridiculous, highly enjoyable shit posting daily, there are times when a sort of profound messaging comes through, and it's actually usually quite positive, and it's always relevant. So, not to put you on the spot, but is there any more wisdom that you'd be willing to share with our viewers today while we have you here?
Yeah, I actually just did a podcast with Legend about this. We're talking about capital preservation and how important that is during the bear, so that it's just so much easier to make money during a bull market. So preserving your capital during the bear will just help you that much more during the bull when that comes around.
Yeah, just survive out there, right? Survive
Yes,
until
sir.
for the new opportunities, sow the seeds. Okay, well that's amazing, man. Yeah, so you have been a supporter of Photo Finish Live, it seems, for quite a bit, and we were wondering here, what is it about the game that inspired you to compete today and join in at the third time invitational?
Well, Photo Finish was I didn't get to mint it, but it was one of the first that I bought on secondary. I actually bought them I think on Digitalize and some of those other marketplaces. It was just when Magic Eden was coming out, so I think it was September time, I think. So I got in a little bit after the mint, and it seemed like one of the most promising NFT projects. There's a lot of NFT projects that promise a lot but can't execute on much. So happy to support builders in the space.
Hey man, we appreciate it. We appreciate you. It's always a pleasure, and we wish you and Icicle good luck out there today.
Let's move on to the number 5 horse. The 5 horse is called Iceman. He's owned by Elio and Bornon of Barstool Sports fame. Now, he was actually selected by our community to enter this race, and he's got the only gray horse in the race. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Fib?
Yeah, it's the only gray horse in the race, and interestingly enough, it belongs to Elio and Bornon of Barstool Sports, who, along with Dave Portnoy, will probably tell you that if you see a gray, you bet on a gray.
And Just Wicked has won the Adirondack.
And that's why you bet Grays. Gray is an Nantucket mist. That is why you bet Grays. Grays never lose. It's a simple game. If you just stick with your formula, you always win.
Okay, moving on to the 6 horse, the illustrious Top Boy, a fiercely competitive horse, full of heart. And do you have anything to add about this horse, Fib?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Top Boy is in top form today, which must be delightful. To Mr. Short Your Coin himself, the one and only trader XO, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, he's been doing quite a bit better than I've been. He didn't double down on Luna, I believe. So he's here on the line with us to talk about Top Boy. Let's check in with him quickly. So XO, what does your trip to the finish line look like from that 6th position?
Well, I'm here, I'm looking at the track, and I really do fancy my chances of winning the race. In my opinion, look, there is no secret so close as that between a rider and his horse. And my horse gallops with his lungs, perseveres with his heart, and wins with his character. And I'm quite lucky because I have an athlete between my legs.
Yeah, so, okay. XO, yeah, that's wonderful, man, the proverbs. Anyway, so the Top Boy looks ready to take on that challenge. He's looking comfortable, composed, as I mentioned before, which is seemingly a trademark of yours, which has rubbed off on him. And speaking of composure, could you tell our viewers today what it is about your thought process that allows you to be so successful in your pursuits on the market, as your followers know? What would you call your edge? And does your edge somehow apply to horse racing?
Absolutely, it does. Look, I think with horse racing, you've got money, horse racing, and women. 3 things the other boys just can't figure out. Trust me, I've got it all sorted out. And a horse doesn't know whether the rider on his back wears a dress or pants away from the track like some of the other guys. I really wouldn't put it past them. But, like I said before, there is no secret so close as that between a rider and his horse.
Wow, you do have it all sorted out, alleging that your competitors may be wearing dresses while riding. Ouch. So how did you first come into contact with Photo Finish, and what makes you most excited about it?
Yeah, I first came across the game, actually it was via a friend who's a big enthusiast of NFTs and games, and it really stood out for him. He brought it to my attention. I had a quick look at the team, look at the products, Absolutely fantastic pedigree in terms of the team, ex-EA Sports developers, game creators, huge track record of success. And then when you look at the game simulation with the NBC as well, it's just fantastic. The graphics are aesthetically pleasing. I've not seen anything like it genuinely in this space, and I just can't wait to experience the whole aspects of horse racing, breeding, and so forth of what Photo Finish are offering.
Thank you so much, EXO. We appreciate your support very much. We're very thrilled to have you and Top Boy in the mix today at the Third Time Invitational. It's been a pleasure, and we wish you all the luck out there today.
Yeah, thank you. And I just want to say, when you're on a great horse, you have the best seat you will ever have. Thank you once again.
Moving into the number 7 position is Don't Fade Me, representing Big Brain Stables, owned by Soul Big Brain himself. Now, Don't Fade Me has to be the current crowd favorite, am I right?
100%, Ian. Don't Fade Me as a horse of the people. He represents the hopes and dreams of every sophisticated NFT investor who's ever followed that precious alpha from Soul Big Brain. And of course, we wish him the best of luck today.
Well, we are actually honored to have Big Brain himself on the line. Welcome, sir.
Excited to be here. Can't wait to watch Don't Fade Me run.
So Don't Fade Me is our crowd favorite, it seems. Solid odds at 7-2. How do you like your chances?
I've watched this horse train for the past 2 years. He's been dominant in his last few races. He's probably the best horse I've had.
Excellent, yeah. So you're someone who seems to have something of ubiquitous presence in the world we sometimes call Web3, a man of the people, answering unfathomable amounts of DMs, exploring endless NFT projects across multiple chains. What is it about this space that inspires so much from you?
I mean, decentralization, community, and new connections. I'm just excited to meet new people. I mean, the quality of people in this space is unmatched lately.
And what is it about Solana and Solana NFTs that you find so exciting?
I think fast and cheap transactions seem like the most best way to gain mass adoption, and I think Solana has mastered it.
It's been running so nicely recently. So you're the owner of probably the largest stable in the entire Photo Finish community. It's fully staffed. You have stable boys, you have trainers. What is it about Photo Finish Live that inspired this level of investment from you?
Huge horse racing fan. Dreamed of always owning my own stable, and now I think I can do it, and I'm ready to do it, and I aspire just to be the dominant stable out there, and that's my goal.
Well, we wish you good luck today, sir. Coming from the 7th post, Don't Fade Me surely has a good chance to live up to his name. Thanks so much, Big Brain. Last but not least, in the 8th post position is the sometimes wild, always flavorful Mr. Mango, owned by the picture-taking, money-making Crypto ISO, or Crypto ISO, however you want to call it. It's named after his favorite and often consumed alcoholic beverage, which is mango-flavored White Claw. And I believe this is one of the fastest horses on the track today. Now, the only question is really if he's got the focus, because it does take a lot more than just speed to win at this level. Now, Fib, going back to the Mango White Claw, that's a big drink of yours, is that right?
It is. It's a big drink. I'm practically swimming in empty cans underneath my desk right now, and I've probably had about 4 since we started filming.
Very professional, of course. Now, ISO is here on the line. Welcome back to the land from yet another riveting journey across the Atlantic on the hunt for bluefin tuna. So what are the emotions running through your head today as Mr. Mango prepares for this race?
Well, first off, thanks for having me. It's great to be included in the first Photo Finish Invitational. I'd say we have a really interesting field, a good cast of characters, and in short, feels good to be back on land with a mango in hand, waiting for Mr. Mango to show everyone up on the track.
Mango in hand, you and Fib seem to have that covered. So you talk about the cast of characters. Which of these competitors are you most looking forward to racing against? And who would you be most excited to beat on the track?
I gotta call out Trader SC. He's one of the louder guys on Twitter. He's always good for some banter. I would just say that he probably would want to stick to the asphalt with his race cars because he's got no place on the dirt with us thoroughbreds.
Wow, no place on the dirt. Okay, yeah. So, Trader SZ called you out as well, so we have a little rivalry going.
Of course he did.
Place your side bets, everybody. Now, let me ask you a question. So, you are a well-respected trader and purveyor of alpha. You show fantastic charts on the timeline all the time. You have a great following for that, and so your ability to navigate financial opportunities is pretty fantastic. Could you explain for the audience today what it is about the opportunity Photo Finish Live presents to you, which inspired you to throw your hat into the ring today and take a shot at the podium?
Yeah, I think we should just take a step back and say that we all have our moments in the trading arena. Good calls, bad calls, just learn from your mistakes. But, outside of that, if I'm just looking at photo finish and, why did I kind of subscribe to this idea? One, it seemed like a really cool idea. Two, it's this way to essentially onboard, non-crypto native people, right? The normie crowd. I think horse racing is relatable. I think gambling is relatable. And three, it's just, it's a fun, engaging activity to do and have, keep people's spirits high, just, weather the bear market with some fun banter and horse racing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's going to be an awesome time today, man. And yeah, we all need a little bit of fun. It's rough out there, but we're going to go ahead and say good luck to you and Mr. Mango. Cheers with the White Claw.
Cheers, guys.
On the track today.
Thanks for having me.
See ya.
Man, you guys and these mangoes. So we have 8 very talented horses. We've got 8 very talented owners. And are you out there curious how the game decides who wins this race? Well, in Photo Finish Live, each horse has their strengths and their weaknesses encoded in a true-to-life genome that's unique to them on the blockchain and determined by the bloodlines that are created by you, the players. The game takes its cues from real-life horse racing. We are as real as it gets. When the horses run today, the outcome will be determined not only by the level of competitive fire in each one, but also their unique abilities and genetics. Now, spectators with keen eyes can watch races, make observations about the abilities of the horses at various positions within a race, noting the strong performances and always looking to discover strengths and weaknesses of that horse by how they perform in various conditions and races and situations. Now, each of these horses competing today is well enough suited for this turf track and the long distance of 11 furlongs that we do expect as fierce a battle as any for the podium as you could find anywhere across the rich history of horse racing, the sport of kings. So now we know a little bit about the competitors, we know a little bit about Photo Finish Live, how this race is going to work. Now what about the presentation of the race itself, Fib?
Well, we actually have a little treat for all of our viewers today. We have the legendary Tim Kitzrow, Mr. Boom Shakalaka himself, one of the most memorable voices in the history of video games, probably. Tim's famous work in, NBA Jam lives in the golden memories of our collective youth. Let's take a listen to some of Tim's most iconic work now.
It's sent below deck by the captain. Rejected. And like a human cyclone, he spins by his man. And then puts the boom in Shakalaka. And it's pure!
Tim has lent his voice to nearly every video game sport in the world. NFL Blitz, Wayne Gretzky hockey, MLB Slugfest are just a few examples, but today he's going to add one more to the repertoire, horse racing. And we cannot wait for Tim to call our race coming up, which is in just a few minutes. Now, have you ever wondered what it would have sounded like if Tim had gotten to call Secretariat's Triple Crown win? You are about to find out, but first, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
What did you tell her what, Elio? Elio, you gonna win a race?
Yeah, next race is all me, buddy.
Yeah, okay. Win a race.
Wow, impressive words of encouragement there from Mr. Dave Portnoy for Elio. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, I'm Ian. This is Fib. We're here making history along with you, our viewers, at the Third Time Invitational, the premier digital horse racing event of the season. Our 8 highly prestigious contenders are competing today for glory, for legacy, but mostly for a chance at the podium and the $20,000 purse, thanks to our wonderful sponsor, Raydium. Now let me tell you, Fib, there's a feeling in the air here at the Third Time Raceway, Casino, and Card Room and Dog Track that's almost indescribable. The internet sure is a magical place, don't you think, Fib?
It is a magical place, Ian. It's a prison that we're all trapped in, and I gotta say, I'm glad to have you as a cellmate.
That is poetic. Wonderful. All right, well, we've just got a few minutes to the post and until the race begins, so let's learn a little bit more about our team here at Third Time that's building Photo Finish Live. give you a little behind the scenes look at what it takes to try and build a high quality blockchain game.
It almost doesn't feel like a game.
It looks like real life almost.
When you can trick the eye into thinking those actually are horses running on what is an actual track,
they're going to be amazed at how deep the game is.
I feel like having ownership of a horse is definitely going to make you obviously invested and excited in it.
And so with horse racing, it's just sort of such a perfect natural fit. That's how it works in real life. You buy, you sell, you trade, you breed horses. This idea of a virtual system, I think really speaks to a lot of fans of the sport, or even casual fans.
People in the Discord, people on Twitter also really love talking about the strategy. The big thing is everyone right now is debating how much the temper aspect of the horses influences their performance. I mean, you have legit rivalries. They haven't even touched the game yet.
It's kind of cool being able to own that as a, just a normal person and actually trying to, grow your stable and try and race your horse and try and act as much like real life as possible.
It's your property. If you model the system that way, it's your property and you can profit from it.
The horses are not identical. They are made up of genes and their coat color and their gender, how much they weigh. All those things actually are different and unique to that horse.
We write the code for the horses, how their genes work, how the math of the race simulation works.
I've played horse racing games in like a Vegas casino and they're super fun, but they're just like spitting out odds, and it's literally just this one's 25 to 1. That's fun, but it's not skill. It's not real sport.
It has to be skill, and it can't be a slot machine. It's got to be an actual choice of these horses have had this performance in the past, and I think that means that they're going to be good today, just like a handicapper does in real life.
So the thing is, how do we build a world where people can monetize, but also be able to play and have fun?
We think Photo Finish Live will really change the entire landscape of crypto games and horse racing games specifically. We're coming out not only with a beautiful product that appeals to horse racing fans. It looks like real life almost. It's nearly photorealistic and will only get better over time. But it's also the most authentic and complex and strategic game on the market. Well, here we are. They are entering the gate. Minutes to post is now at 0. And I'm going to hand it over now to our friend Tim Kitzrow to announce this third time invitational. Tim?
Welcome everyone to the inaugural third time invitational photo finish race presented by Raydium. I'm your host Tim Kitzrow, and this race is sure to be an absolute spectacle. The 8 horses are in the gate, and they're off. So here we go in the big race. A very sluggish start by Iceman, who has tumbled out of the gate and has given up quite a few lengths to the field right away. Also a bit sluggish was the odds-on favorite Balrog, while wanting a solid pace is Don't Fade Me, who leads early on. On the inside, we've got Report to the Dance Floor in second. Mr. Mango and the Mango-flavored Silks is running third. Running fourth just behind these leaders, we've got 8-1 Link Stud in the green. Icicle runs fifth just behind, and the long striding Top White Tracks close in sixth. Then comes Balrog, and the slow starting Iceman is the back marker. So they're coming into the home straight with the first quarter mile in the books in a brisk 27 seconds. We're well underway in the $20,000 third time invitational. And it's Soul Big Brains Don't Fade Me who leads them, followed closely by Report to the Dance Floor. Oh, look at this. Not trying to time the bottom, but Trader XO's Top Boy looks to be buying the dip, pushing the pace up quickly on the outside, moving into first as we cross the half-mile mark. Behind these leaders in fourth is Mr. Mango from Crypto ISO. Fifth in the green silks is Link Stud from Mike Dudas. Holding steady with him is Icicle, stallion from former Call of Duty professional Ice Knife. Then comes Balrog from Trader SC and the back marker. He's finally gained some ground. Elio's gray horse, Iceman. So there they go, 3/4 of a mile and 1 minute 20 is done. And we've got 5 furlongs still left to run in the third time invitational as they round the turn and move their way through the backstretch. Big Brain Stables are looking to cross over the $2 million mark in career earnings as Don't Fade Me has regained the edge and is looking strong. Top Boy in the Squid Game inspired black and red from Trader XO has weakened slightly. while Justin Kahn's report to the dance floor stays in pursuit. And they move into the final turn with Icicle and Linkstud moving up to stalk the leader, followed by Mr. Mango, Iceman, and Balrog. Look out for Justin Kahn's report to the dance floor. He's heating up. He is gaining ground as they reach the final furlong. Report to the dance floor looks to have the advantage, while Icicle is being asked to improve. Linkstud and Don't Fade Me are under pressure like Bowie and Mercury. And wait, from downtown, it is Iceman, and report to the dance floor. Iceman, yes, the nail in the coffin. Oh my, the Iceman is on fire as he goes from last to first, beating report to the dance floor in a photo finish. What an unbelievable ride by Elio's Iceman. The Barstool Nation has got to be going absolutely wild. This has to be my absolute favorite comeback story. 5'0", 100 nothing, and I'm not talking about Rudy. I'm talking about the jockey on Iceman. An absolutely thrilling finish to this one. The inaugural $20,000 third-time invitational, sponsored by Raydium and powered by Commix. Elio Embornan and Iceman are our champions, taking home a whopping $12,000. Boom shakalaka! Report to the dance floor in second, walks away with a hefty $4,200. And Don't Fade Me takes home a not-too-shabby $2,100 for the show after leading throughout. This is Tim Kitzrow saying, thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you next time. Good night, everyone.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me, Ian? That was absolutely brilliant by Iceman. That was unreal.
Yeah. Last to first, an incredible performance. I mean, Iceman rising to the moment, made history today in the first ever third-time invitational, kicking off the tradition with what is sure to be a race that's talked about for, I don't know, generations, multiple generations.
Definitely. Amazing job by Tim. I pretty much death gripped my White Claw and spilled it all over myself. Listening to Tim call that thing just freaked me out. That was wonderful.
It was a blast from the past. It's teleported back to the 90s and back to today. So unforgettable performance by Tim. He's always bringing the heat, bringing the fire. That guy is amazing. So this has been an amazing experience. We'd really like to thank you all for tuning in to watch our inaugural invitational, $20,000 from Raydium. Couldn't have happened without the help of them. They're an absolute market leader in decentralized finance and DeFi. So along with that, I think we surely have to mention the impressive technology from Commix.live. That allowed us to easily stream this event to every single social feed in the world without any extra work from us, and we're not very good at that. So that was great. So make sure you check out both of those products. And on behalf of the entire development team here at Third Time, we want to remind you that you can also get your very own horse. You can start racing today at beta.photofinish.live. We hope you all have a great night. Cheers.
Good night, everybody.